Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Pyshaala. This is our first video on interview question series of Python. So today we are going to cover top 20 Python basic interview questions. Let's begin. First question, what is Python and why is it popular? So Python is a high level interpreted programming language known for its readability and simplicity. It is a high level interpreted programming language. You have to mention these 2 points. Okay, this is the high level interpreted programming language, and it's very easy to learn, and because of its readability and simplicity, all the syntax which are available in Python programming language are like similar to our English language, so everyone can understand easily. And why it is popular? Because top most companies in nowadays like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all are they are using Python as a backend programming language. And another, this comes under the web development. Then all chat GTPs, all AI tools which which are developed by using Python programming language. And then automation for the testing purpose everywhere. Nowadays companies are using Python programming language for automation. Okay, so this is the three main area. Because of that, it's very popular. And again, it it having a large community is there are so many developer, they are working on this programming language, and we have extensive libraries. There are so many libraries available in Python for all the programming related models. Okay, so this is the thing. Next question. uh, yeah, before going to next question, I want to highlight one point here. There is one light symbol which is nothing but our interview hack. Here we are mentioning what you have to answer when you are preparing any interview. Okay, so when you got such question, in that case you have to keep in mind what Python is popular. Mention its key feature like readability, versatility, and large ecosystem. Interviewer will be will understand. Yeah, you have knowledge of these things. That's why you have to keep this point, interview hack point, in your mind while giving any giving any interview. So let's jump to next question. What are some key features of Python? Key features, yeah, Python is easy to learn and having syntax like English language. Then it is a dynamically typed language, interpreted language, large standard libraries available. It support multiple programming paradigms. Means Python is a procedure-oriented programming language, object-oriented programming language, and functional programming language. All type of programming paradigm it support. Means you can do procedure oriented, it's line by line, and object oriented, it support all object oriented concept. And functional, you can write different function. That's why it's a functional language too. Okay, another key feature is platform independent. Means once we write one code, we can execute that code in any operating system. That is nothing but platform independent. Okay, that's it for second question. Next, move to third question. Is Python compiled or interpreted language? Explain. So this is a very big topic actually, but we have to answer in short. Okay, like this. Python is a typically considered an interpreter programming language. This means the code is executed line by line. Interpreter means what? The code is executed by line without separate compilation step into machine code beforehand. Means In what happen when we are executing Python code? It is executed by line using interpreter. There is no separate compilation step which convert our high level language into binary object byte code. Okay, so this is a interpreted language, but Python does compile source code into bytecode also, which is the executed by the Python virtual machine. There is another part which is hidden from us, uh, which actually we no need to touch. Means Python. There is a Python virtual machine which can execute our Python's compiled source code, which is nothing but a bytecode. Okay. For this topic, I am going to create one separate video in upcoming days. Compile compiled versus interpreted. So I will provide link of that video in this video's description topic. So stay tuned for that video. Let's come to our question number 4. Explain the difference between interpreted and compiled languages. So interpreted language is nothing but a language which where that language code is executed by line by an interpreter, and another part of is another compiled programming languages are first code is translated into machine level understandable format, that is nothing but a byte code. So that byte code is after passed to our JVM or PVM. In case of Java, it passed to JVM. And in case of our Python, it passed to PVM. That PVM will execute that code. Okay. The main difference is that interpreted language are execute code line by line, and compiled programming languages first translate high level uh, programming language code into machine understandable code, and then execution happens. Okay. Python is a generally considered interpreter language, although it does involve a compilation step by step to bytecode. Okay, which we already discussed. Next, what is pipette and why it is important? Yeah, this is another important question. So pipette is the official Python enhancement proposal. Okay, this is nothing but a style guideline for Python code. Whenever we are going to write some code, we have to follow some guidelines. So why it is important? Because when you are writing some code, that code is not for only you. That code is used by another person, or when you are working in large project or with large team, that that code is used or accessed by read by other people. So those people can understand your code easily, and that code becomes readable for everyone. That's why we have to follow these PIP8 guidelines. Okay, I will tell you one guideline which is explained for this PIP under this PIP8 is nothing but we have to give our variable name in snake case. Okay, snake case. What is the snake case? Is how you are giving our variable name. That is nothing but naming convention of variable, which is nothing but a snake case. In snake case, how we are giving name? Everything is in small letter, and each word is concatenated by underscore. This is the snake case of a naming convention for variable. Okay, so if you want to know all the snake case, Pascal case, and other things about variable, you can go and check our uh, Python variable video on our YouTube channel. Yeah, here you can check variables in Python. Here we explain all the cases and how we are giving the name to variable using snake case. Again, PayPet is another one big topic. I'm planning to cover uh, all the rules under one video. I will post it in upcoming days. So stay tuned for that video. Next, what are Python data types? So what type of data our variable is going to store into our variable, that is nothing but the data types. There are so many data types inbuilt built-in data types available in Python like integer, float, string, bool, list, tool, tuple, set, dictionary. So these are the different data types available in Python, each having a separate meaning and separate use. Okay, let's execute. Yeah, integer data type, which is nothing but storing the integer value. Float data types, which is nothing but used to store decimal value. Then string, when you are going to store any text into variable, then we are using string data type. Then boolean value for storing true and false, we are using bool. Then it list, tuple, set, dictionary. These are all also some sequence data types to store the number of list or number of element into one array. It's like an array of other programming language. Dictionary is a key value pair mapping level data type which is available in Python. Okay. So Python data types we already discussed. So next, what is dynamic typing in Python? Yeah, yeah. This is also important question. Dynamic typing means whenever we are declaring variable, we no need to declare explicitly its type. Python itself understand what type of data it is having. Based on that, it's assigning its data type to that variable. Let's consider our this program. We are assigning x equal to 5 and printing its value. So its type become integer first, and when we are going to assign x into some string, then it will show its type as string. Okay, so let's check type of x. It is integer. Let's How it becomes string. Why? Because it's a string we are passing into x variable. This is nothing but a dynamic typing, or you can execute these all lines. It will change its data type. Okay, let's move to next question. How do you write comments in Python? Yeah, using hash special character, we can write comment in Python. And yeah, for multi-line, we can use triple quote, which may be single or double quote, but it is not officially comment as we are not assigning those values, so Python considering it as a comment. Okay, or whenever we are going to uh, give some doc string for particular class or function, that is nothing but a, we are mentioning that multi-line comment or multi-line sentence of comment description of that program or that function or that class is nothing but doc string. So this is a comment, or this is multi-line comment. Comment is the thing which is this Python interpreter ignore while executing the program. Means those of lines of code are not executed when we are executing the program. Next, how do you take user input in Python? Yeah, using input function, we are taking the input from user. It always return the string. Let's take an example. Yeah, it is asking for enter name here. Let's enter Pyshaala. Okay, okay. Sorry for typo. This is our YouTube channel Pyshaala. If you like explanation and video content, please do like and comment out what improvement I have to do. I will do that. Let's move to our next question. How do you check the type of variable? Yeah, using type function, we can check the type of variable, which type of data it's storing, which is nothing but how what data type it's storing. We can get using type function. Okay, let's run. Yeah, inside type we're having integer, that's why it returning int. And yeah, there is another one method is instance method, which is nothing but to check the type of variable is the type of variable which is which type of variable it is containing value. If it is containing same value, means it takes two argument. First is the value which you want to compare or check, and second argument is nothing but the class or which type of data it containing you have to check. We can pass the that second argument. So here is instance I'm passing first as 42, which is nothing but integer, and I'm checking is it type of integer, then it returns true. Okay, this is the method. If we pass here some decimal value, then it will return false because 42.02 is nothing but a float value. Okay, if you when you are giving entry, if there is a chance to explain code, it's better to show the code as well. It will make a good impression. Okay, next is what is indentation in Python and why it is important. So indentation, why it is used in first, indentation means in Python programming language we are not using curly braces. So instead of that we are using indentation to define particular block of code. Okay, as other programming language C, C++, Java or C sharp, there we are using curly braces to specify the block of code. But in Python we are using indentation, specific uh, level or block of code we define under particular indentation. Let's take an example. Here we are taking one conditional statement if, and there we are checking is it true. So if it is true, means it will come inside this block. So here we will see some space, which is nothing but four space. Okay, or one tab. This is the indentation. Means all the content which are under this four indentation will comes under this if block. Okay, we can write one or more line here. This comes under the if condition, and this print third statement, which is third line, which is out of if statement. Let's execute it. Yeah, it is showing indented second line and third line. Let's block. Suppose this block I don't want to execute, then we'll pass simply false, then it will execute only third line. Those lines are skipped because this condition is false, so this block of code is not executed. This is the best way to understand indentation in Python. Next, how do you declare and use variable in Python? So yeah, using equal to sign, we are assigning any value to any variable. That is the syntax of declaring variable in Python. Let's take this is an advanced example. You can take simple example first. X equal to 7. This is nothing but the assigning a or declaring a variable and assigning some value. Okay, or we can pass or we can assign multiple variable at a single time like this. Okay, if you print a and b value, it will print 5 and 10. Okay, next, explain mutable versus immutable type in in Python. So yeah, mutable and immutable, this is the one property of all the data types which are available in Python. Mutable means the data types which value we can modify or change. Immutables means those data types which value does not change until we assign the same variable name, same value is okay. Mutables means simply the value, the data types which value can be changed, or immutables means the value cannot be changed. So we have list, ticked, and set. These are the mutable data types, and immutable data types like integer, float, string, tuple. Okay, let's take an example of x equal to list of 1 comma 2. Here we are constructing one list which is nothing but a mutable data type, and we are appending 3, means we are adding 3 at last of list. So that list is modified, means we can change its element. Let's run it. Yeah, if we do same with string, then we will get error. Let's take an example. My string equal to Pyshaala. Okay, and I just want to get value of some, or I just want to add my string of, now it contains how many elements in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 place I want to add some extra character like p. If I do so, it will give an error. Yeah, type error where it occurs line number 5, which is our editor showing. str object does not support item assignment. Okay, this is nothing but the immutability of, because of immutability of a string data type. Okay, let's move to next question. How do you convert between data types? Okay, this is nothing but uh, they are asking for conversion of data types. So using typecasting method, we can convert one data type into one data into one type to another type like this. If I want to convert 3.7 into integer, then we use int function or int constructor. And if I want to uh, convert list into set, then I use set method. This is nothing but a typecasting. Let's run it. Yeah, 3.57 converted into integer means it discard the decimal part and it gives the 3. And in set, there is a no duplicate value, so it's discarding the 1 and it taking the single element or single uh, occurrence of 1. Okay, next, what are Python keywords? So keywords are nothing but the reserved words, which mean which words meaning already defined in our Python programming language for special purpose. So these are the reserved word with special meaning. You can explain like this. If you want to check how many keyword available in, or which are the keywords available in Python programming language, you can do using importing keyword library. In that you can print list of keyword list using keyword.kw.list. Okay, and if you want to check length of that list, you can check using length function. Actually, it the length varies upon the different version of Python. So we can't say fixed length, but yeah, you can check using this length function and importing keyword list function. Yeah, this is about the keywords. And another one function, if you want to check particular word is keyword or not, you can use each keyword method of keyword model, keyword library. It will return true if it is a keyword, or it will return false if it is not a keyword. Okay, this is the program. Okay, yeah, false, none, true. These are the three keywords which is having first letter as capital, and all remaining are nothing but the small case. So this is the one difference you have to keep in our mind. Okay, and we can't use keyword as a variable name or class name or function name. If we do so, we will get an error. What is none type in Python? What is none in Python? Yeah, none is a special constant representing absence of value, which is nothing but a or keyword. If you check, yeah, x is none, it will return true because x having the value none. If you do string and if you execute, it will return false because none is nothing but a string. Why? It is containing double single quote around it, so it becomes string. Okay, and yeah, you can consider none as nothing but a null in our database, SQL database. Null means nothing. Yeah, explain id function. Yeah, id function is a function which is used to display the memory address of an object when we are assigning value to some variable or anything in Python, which is act as an object. To check address of that object, we can use id function. Okay, so here we are storing a equal to 5 and b equal to 5, and both the variable having same value, that's why it pointing to same address and it will return true. Okay, if you want to print id value, then you will understand print id of a, and then id of b. It will give same memory address. Why? Because both are having same value. Let's take, we'll assign some value to a variable 8. Now it getting giving false because its memory address differ. Check last 6 to 7 digits, it will show the difference. Okay, next, what is the difference between equal to and double equal to? Yeah, equal to is nothing but assigning value, and double equal to is nothing but checking the equality. We are using checking the equality. It is nothing but a comparison operator to check the values of that two variable or two values are similar or not. If it is similar, it will return true, else it will return false. As I am passing a equal to 5, a 5 is equal to 5, yes, true, that's why it is giving true. And equal to is nothing but assignment operator, which is assigning value to particular variable. What is pass in Python? Yeah, pass is the keyword actually, which is used to represent null operation in Python. If we are writing some code and uh, we don't know the exact functionality of that code, then in future we will going to implement that, we can use that block of code as none. Instead of that, we can use pass keyword, means the functionality of this code is still not declared or not defined yet. So we can mention pass. Okay, this is about the pass. Yeah. Next, what is docstring in Python? As we already discussed in comment section, docstring is nothing but a it is a multi-line string used to document a specific code of segment, which is nothing but a description of your function, class, or any model. Okay, let's take an example. This is one Python function def equal to my empty function. Then we are passing or we are writing document string, which is nothing but in triple quote, which may be single line or multi-line. Okay, let's yeah, this is the become multi-line. So as we discussed pass keyword, in this function I don't want to do anything, so I'm using just pass keyword. And how can we print our docstring? There are two ways. First is using uh, that function name dot dunder method. There is a dunder method one doc. It's double underscore doc double underscore. This is nothing but a dunder doc method, which is going to print our docstring of that function. Or you can use help function or help method to check the documentation string of that. So it will print all the detail of that function. Okay, that's it for today. These are the most important question for Python uh, basic concept. So I hope if you like this video, please share with your friend, and please add your comment where we need to improve, and where you are having doubts, which topic you want to cover in upcoming session. And yeah, again, we are covering all the topic related interview question in this series. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next video. Bye bye.